Hey guys, my AWOL password here with another video game review. Today we are in Palworld, the controversial Pokemon-like game with Arc Survival Evolved, survival crafting type stuff with Fortnite graphics. Um, that is the first thing that came to mind when I started playing this game. Um, this game, a lot of buzz going around, both good and bad. But I will give you my personalized review for the game, fully based on my gameplay experience. Um, Mind you, this game is still in early access, so it is definitely incomplete. There are some stuff that is missing, but let's just hop into it. I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, mainly because a I'm not the biggest person on survival crafting games outside of Fallout 76, which is probably the closest I've come to survival crafting. I've touched a little bit of Minecraft. I touched a little bit of Ark. Wasn't my wheelhouse. Um, so that is the plan there. So, anyways, I overall I enjoyed the game. Um, it took me about 100 hours to get through all the achievements. It's practically Pokemon, if you want to put it in that way. You capture your pals, uh, and you fill out the pal deck, which is basically the Pokedex, and then you build your own base, put your pals to work, and just explore and catch and rinse repeat. So, if you guys have played Ark Survival Evolved, or I think that's probably the closest to think of, or Minecraft, it is very much like that with Pokemon vibe, but with different names. However, I did right off the bat see a lot of similarities in the model design. I know there's a lot of buzz and heat going around with those controversies about it, but um, yeah, I really loved that each or like your server, since it is server based, it's very customizable with server settings, whether it's hunger rate or catch rate or building materials, stuff, health regen, all that stuff. I normally kept it at default except for structure deterioration and dropped items amount. So yeah, for early access, I think it's really good. There's not really many missions, quote unquote, or quote unquote missions. It's you get your tutorial mission list and you get your base missions, or when you build your base you have to build certain things to upgrade your base, and that's like a mission log there. And then your tutorial missions, like the first few levels, and as you go through you get more stuff. It also becomes a looter. uh you get your rarity colors, like you see the normal, your commons, the greens, blues, purples, legendaries, which are bright yellow. There are these pals called alpha pals, which are basically mini bosses and raid bosses, if you want to call them that. That respawn every hour. So it's not a one and done deal. Same with boss fights, the actual boss fights in the towers. So I'm sure the more updates will come out as time goes on. I know there's been a lot of patches already, bug fixes. Performance wise, it's pretty good. The only time I've really had frame drops is when you have a bunch of people on a server and a bunch of pals out. That's about it. Other than that, you'll get a solid frame rate. It's not that demanding. Um, you definitely need a mid-range PC to uh, play it well, play it crisp and nice. But overall, it performs really well. There's no real lore yet. The only lore you get are from like the little audio logs, whatever you want to call them. I don't. I didn't really not necessarily care for them, but they're basically little audio logs that or just like logs that you can read, um and that gives mini lore. mini lore to the game, but I'm sure they'll expand on that as more content for this game comes out. I know the first content update is in the near future since they've already confirmed it. Um, but they're working on a lot of patches first. But yeah, if you are it'll take you a while to get all the achievements unless you want to cheat, but it is there. It is a lot of micromanaging since it is a survival craft game. Lots of micromanaging, especially mid game. Mid game micromanaging was kind of annoying, to be honest. But like I said, the server settings you can modify all that stuff in there. And then you have dedicated servers, which you do have to pay a monthly subscription for. Dedicated slash private servers that are you get up to 32 players instead of the normal 4. If you host a regular server, it's only up to 4 players. Uh, 30 32 is for dedicated servers, so you can have a lot of fun in that and a lot of people. It is a fun multiplayer game or co-op game. I know they're adding PvP and more raids and all that all that good stuff. So yeah, overall, about for early access, a good 7.5 out of 10. Um, if I wasn't, I think before I played it, I thought it was gonna be like a 4. Um, Mainly because I'm not the biggest fan of survival crafting games, but I really enjoyed this, and I'm a huge Pokemon nerd. So mixing both of them together helped me learn something new, as well as have the fun, somewhat knockoff nostalgia factor of uh, of that. So yeah, just don't worry about the well, I wouldn't say worry about the controversial stuff that goes around for this game, whether it's quote unquote copying artwork or not. Um, there are a lot of similarities with Pokemon. So if you're a Pokemon fan, you will enjoy this game. If you're a survival crafter, I'm sure you'll enjoy this game too. So yeah. Anyways, that's my little review, my little personalized review there. Thanks guys for coming out, watching this video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe on the channel. Write down in the comments what you liked or don't like about this early access version of the game. Um, and I will see you in the next video. The next video will be, or the next review should be Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I'm going through that right now. Um, yeah, and I'll put all my socials down in the description with Twitch, Twitter, and my Discord if you want to do all of that. So, adios, guys.